Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Should we not be having like a 15-win streak? I might be mistaken. Anyway, let's not put in a seed. Let's random here. I apologize for what feels like the 500th day in a row. If you can't random Eden, I guess I'd rather be Lazarus than the loss. 3 NRT GKZQ. Shall we? Classic mistake, you don't take the pill until you die in case it's a health down or health upgrade. Anyway, I apologize for what feels like the, 100th day in a row. Voice still a little bit hoarse. In hindsight, probably would have been a great idea just to take a couple of days off. Maybe that would have helped the recovery a little bit. Isn't that what every doctor, 4 out of 5 dentists recommends? Take some time off. Rest, relaxation, lots of fluids. And, freebasing 100% of the entirety of Bloodborne into your brain cells in the meantime. However, the show must go on. People, they have a tendency to worry. I've been to the doctor. The doctor said I've got a viral infection and am basically just, in their words, a big old pussy. So I'll be good to go in a couple days here, hopefully. In the meantime, I actually feel pretty good. It's just that every time I swallow, it feels like there's, like, Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my throat, and he's like, I've got you again, Turtles. And I'm like, Shredder, that's not the Turtles, man. I'm just trying to maintain, like, a lubricated throat here so that I can actually, do my job. And he says, you won't trick me this time, Raphael. And, he's getting up there in years, and it's an uncomfortable situation. We gotta have a conversation with his family, probably, or they've gotta have a conversation with him, because it's not okay. It just isn't okay anymore. I thought maybe we'd be able to push those bombs into a secret room potential location, but we were not able to do so. I will open this, and I was hoping there was a spirit heart contained therein. There was not, and that was just like a terrible return on our investment. However, you know the drill when it comes to this floor. As Lazarus, in this particular permutation of events, our goal is going to be to, kill the haunt, obviously. But in a weird way, it's kind of like consequence-free right now. It doesn't really matter if we die, because I'm intending to die on this fight anyway, and then come back afterwards. If we were a little bit smarter about it, we could have chosen not to use our bomb against those little haunts, and just taken damage potentially instead. And then I could have used the bomb to blow up some pots, maybe get 5 cents and get to a, it doesn't really matter. 5 cents and get to a spirit heart that we could buy to insulate our damage a little bit, or insulate our HP, I guess a little bit, I should say. For now, though, what we're going to be hoping for is just any old HP upgrade here would make me feel pretty good about getting ourselves killed. Did I leave some fire? Even if I didn't leave any fire, you can usually just go into the shop and get yourself killed on the fire in there. I don't really care if you hit me. It just makes my life a little easier, probably. He gave us Pageant Boy. Well, yeah, that's still acceptable. Just, for fuck's sake, don't get killed by the neutral fly. Let's kill that neutral fly first. Why is Pageant Boy okay here? Well, it is a little bit of a risk. But I'm going to kill ourselves as Lazarus. Come back. We'll get that damage bonus. Pageant Boy will give us at least 7 cents. And we'll actually throw in another nickel on top, so it should be 11 cents. Actually, it was 12 cents, my mistake. Now we're only 1 cent shy of actually being able to get an item here, which is a theoretical possibility. Yeah, okay, there we go. And if it's like Black Candle, that's a win-win situation here, because it gives us a black heart in addition to all the other, curse-negating effects. But mostly, please, Curse of the Maze. Mostly, I'm just looking for a, oh my god, there actually is Black Candle in here. Never mind, that's awesome. So, we have the Black Heart protection, we have immunity to curses, which is amazing, and no blood bank on the next floor, but that's not really that important, and we have a good chance of getting a deal with the devil. Hopefully we can snag some HP, like, elsewhere on this floor, because without that, it's going to make it a little rich to try to take a deal with the devil, considering we only have 1 HP, and we'll probably lose maybe the whole Black Heart, but in all likelihood, at least half of the Black Heart is a reasonable expectation to lose on the rest of this floor. But still, I'm feeling like this is a pretty decent Lazarus start. That's variable, I talk about this every Lazarus run lately, but people are always like, why don't you kill yourself on the second floor as Lazarus? And the answer is, You never know, you know, like you never know if you're gonna get an actual deal with the devil that's gonna allow you to productively kill yourself as Lazarus. So I tend to just get it out of the way as early as possible, so I can just focus on actually doing the run. And there's other stuff that goes into that, like if you kill yourself on the second floor, but you got HP on the first floor, then it's, you know, you missed out on that 1 HP. 1 HP probably pretty unlikely to make a huge difference in your run. But if it's ever going to make a difference, it's going to make a difference early. Waited way too long. Waited way too long to try to get out of there, but I got lucky and still managed to swing it. Nerves of steel, balls of felt. That's my motto. I haven't seen any tinted rocks, so I am going to blow up this casing around the red chest. Got a few friendly spiders as a result. This feels like it's going to be the trip or the direction towards the boss, and indeed it was. Now, you could make a case that maybe we should go not fight the boss first, but I'm going to fight the boss first. And for fighting the Haunt, I guess our reward, or our retribution for the game, is going to be that we can fight Monstro. So all I'm hoping for here is just your classic Binding of Isaac vanilla upgrade. Deal with the devil plus an HP upgrade. It's like coffee and a donut, soup and sandwich, you know, burger and fries. It's a classic combination. I would like to have it. Spaghetti and meatballs, Turner and Hooch, Betty and Veronica and Archie. That one doesn't really fit, but you get the idea. Coat hanger. I like it. Okay, well, this is a weird one. We've had this situation happen numerous times in the past. And I kind of like it. If we get, well, actually, it doesn't really matter if we get Lump of Coal. I'm just so used to saying Krampus's head sucks, but sure, we'll take Krampus's head. HP up. Paralysis. It's an okay situation because we got an item, and an item that actually will improve ourselves, and we didn't have to trade any HP for it, but it's still bad because, well, I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? It's bad because we didn't really improve ourselves all that much, and we also don't have to deal with the Devil Precedent. I guess maybe that part isn't so obvious, but we got our work cut out for us for the rest of the run here. But Krampus's head is a big help. I'm happy to have it, and we'll use it when it's appropriate, which might actually be right now because that room is not looking so fantastic for me. We do have a tinted rock there. Mostly now I am hoping for like a super bandage item room. I really also do not want to trade my 1 black heart for the curse room, but it's not objectively a bad decision. It could be a great decision. I just really don't want to get ourselves in such a dangerous position to do so. Well, we can lose half of a black heart, and we got Robo Baby 2.0, which is nothing special at all. Okay, that's great. And that is actually alright. Okay. But Bob's Rotten Head is terrible. We'll take our Fool card out. It's better than losing the other half of the Spirit Heart, I think. But we could have used Explosive Diarrhea. Well, okay, I don't feel that bad about it. We could have used Explosive Diarrhea to get into Isaac's room. But what are we going to do once we're in there? We got no bombs. So I think that, all things considered, that actually did work out pretty well. Thought maybe we'd find the secret room there, but no such luck. Let's head down to the next floor. And we don't have a whole lot going for us on this run. Robo Baby 2.0 of middling to mediocre usage. But we are alive, and we've got Black Candle, and we've got a decent amount of HP, and we've got Krampus's head, which basically means as long as we can get to the boss, we stand a pretty good chance to one-hit KO it. As long as we save the Krampus's head for when it's most necessary here. I think this is definitely a winnable run. We're not quite there yet, but we haven't really faced that much adversity either. We fought the Haunt, big deal. You know, the game's been out for like, what, 4 or 5 months almost? If we're gonna still be complaining about the Haunt, we gotta get our heads screwed on straight, man. Oh, I guess not everybody plays it like 3 hours a day, which is also totally fair. We got a nickel, and we also picked up the Ankh. The Ankh is, again, I don't know if I've ever really used it to great effect in Rebirth yet, but I'm happy to have it as kind of a failsafe in case we get a great deal with the devil that will somehow also kill us. And that made that fight very easy, and we'll see what we get here. A deal with the angel. This has been happening with kind of alarming regularity lately. On which we get the Bible. And this has also been happening with alarming regularity. I would love to blow up the angel and fight Mega Satan, as I have done quite often recently. However, it's not really going to be possible considering I still have 0 bombs. So, I'm not going to sweat that too much. We are at 7 cents. Right now, I'm looking at shortcuts for how we can succeed on this run. Shortcuts has a negative connotation. I'm looking for ways we can improve ourselves to have a better chance of winning. And BFF is up there as a result of the fact that we have 2 familiars. Neither of the familiars, I'd say, are particularly incredible. However, the easiest way to make a familiar incredible would probably be to, like, double its damage. Very disappointed that I got hit by that champion there. That's going to take off a little bit of HP that I don't necessarily think I can afford to lose. God damn you, communicable illnesses. All I want to do is play the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, getting up in my business, being like, no, I'm going to colonize your whole body. I mean, when we really think about it, viruses are like the douchiest things of all time. Like, they're living things, and, you know, they consume energy, and they disrupt wherever they go. You know, it's like the Agent Smith speech from the Matrix 1. You know, you remind me of viruses. That was more of like a weird Jack Nicholson vibe, but that's probably a bit of a phlegm-related concern on my part right now. However, they're pretty much like, viruses are like, our goal is to survive and spread. Makes you the biggest assholes of all time. You don't even gain anything out of this. And if you actually succeed at your goal, I'll be, like, dead. And you'll be dead, too, as a result. You don't even think about it. You're destroying the whole world here just to... Your whole ecosystem you're destroying just to survive. Get the Agent Smith speech out of your head now. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is the Dayquil talking. But the Dayquil has also weirdly contributed to a 15 win streak. Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry, a 14 win streak. Shouldn't get ahead of myself. It's contributed to a 14 win streak, which is not abnormal necessarily for recent form in Rebirth. However, it's not like I tanked once I started using this performance enhancing but also life sustaining medication. I don't know if you could really call Dayquil medication. I guess it's medicine. Anyway. We're still doing totally fine here. And I'll take that on the way back. Admittedly, a little nervous about future deals as a result of the fact that we don't have a deal with the devil precedent. And deals with the angel, they've been fucking with me lately. Was it last run? It was last run or 2 runs ago where straight up I just had the worst deals with the devil I've ever had. I had the goat head, but just consistently got jack shit. I think that was last run. Like, I got angel rooms that gave me, like, Dead Sea Scrolls, the Bible, etc., etc. I don't know if I ever got any useful items out of them, actually. Which, I mean, I'm complaining pretty hard here, but that does suck. What do you think? Secret room right here? Probably should have saved explosive diarrhea, but actually, or sorry, should have used explosive diarrhea there. But what I'm thinking is we could use explosive diarrhea here. Isn't this one, like, always the Hanged Man? No, this one's the World. Well, that doesn't help me out at all. I would love the red candle, but I can't really buy it unless I expect to get, like, 8 cents back. Oh, we have a secret room? There's no secret room on this. Oh, I haven't used the World card yet. My mistake. Tell you what, we'll buy this first, pop the World card. What's my thinking? Well, my thinking is that, I would love to buy the red candle to give us a shortcut for damage, even though Krampus's head is really good. But if this all goes sour here... Ah, shit. If this all goes sour here, which it basically did, I will buy the Spirit Heart to protect our deal with the devil and deal with the angel interest for the next floor. And hopefully they'll actually find it in their heart to give me a half-decent item instead of this horse hockey. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I thought about doing some weird shit like... like losing my last half black heart, opening that golden chest, and then getting the Spirit Heart after, but it's a little too risky for me to feel super comfortable doing it. So for now, we continue to exist in kind of this purgatory where we're not particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. I will admit that, you know, 15 wins, or 14 wins, sorry, not getting ahead of myself here, is not the longest streak we've ever had. We've had a 25 win streak, that was awesome. However, this is maybe the proudest I've been of a win streak in at least a couple of months. Because we've been playing zanily, like anytime a, you know, mom's knife situation comes up, if a D6 room or a, you know, a 6 room, as the case might be, shows up afterwards, I'm all over it, re-roll it, I don't care. Also, we've had some of the worst luck that I've had in recent memory on this streak that we're having right now, so it's actually, like, more than average. This has been a fairly difficult test of kind of Isaac acumen. It feels like the game's gotten a little harder. Which is probably actually just me projecting, but, you know, it's been pretty okay. I've been feeling pretty good about it. And if we can get this one up to like 20, 30, then we can start talking about maybe spiraling this one off into its own triple-digit bullshit, which would be hilarious. I really, well, I gotta do something. That's step one. Just take out one enemy. That's how it always starts. You take out one enemy, and then it becomes easier. I was like, I don't want to use Krampus's head on this room. I will, if I have to, but I really don't want to use Krampus's head. We'll save it for the boss instead. You never know what kind of asshole we might end up fighting. Oh, that was real dumb. That was very stupid. I thought there was enough space for me to fit through that corner. Unfortunately, these guys have 32,000 HP each. Oh, we actually managed to kill one. Oh, I probably should have been hit there as well. Feeling a little bit like Krampus's head might have been not such a terrible play there. Pretty lucky to get through there, and then let's just do this exact same shit all over again. This is your time to shine, Robo Baby. I hate how with Robo Baby, when you fire, you push Robo Baby out of his maximum, like, area of effect. Much appreciated. Figured we'd just go, you know, jump in with both balls on that one. Got lucky to get out of there. It's another room where Krampus's head is probably worthwhile, and, admittedly, we got a little too good to use syndrome symptoms happening right now. Probably, oh, that's pretty good, though. Probably should have used it earlier, but you never know when that boss is going to show up, you know? So store credit, someone on Twitter gave me a really good way to remember the difference between store credit and credit card. I mean, you could obviously, they're different items, so there's other ways to remember that they're different items, like, for example, just remembering. However, said, here's a good way to remember it. Store credit, like in real life, you can only use it on that store. Credit card you can use anywhere. And that's just, you know, the way to remember that credit card you can use it on Deals with the Devil. Store credit you can only use it on the actual shop. The magic mushroom pickup here is really, really good. Not a game winner by itself, but an insanely important, well, like, will by definition basically become a defining element of this run, just by virtue of the fact that it showed up. Another room where I'm kind of tempted to use, Krampus's head, but again, the longer it goes on without us using Krampus's head, the more risky it is, because the shop's guaranteed to be closer. Not the shop, the boss room's guaranteed to be closer. Felt like greed would probably be in here, but actually, you know what? There's options for free is like a totally acceptable pickup. Absolutely. Helps us tailor our run just a little bit. Robo Baby 2.0, come on, man. Like, this is your shit, Robo Baby 2.0. Probably should have done a better job there, but that's okay. Just don't get hit against the boss, and we have a good chance of a deal for once we have the HP necessary to possibly swing it as well. Okay, this is very easy now. Don't die at the end of it. Is there like there's a nub behind Gertie there. That's a weird one. Oh, that's not a nub. It's just a weird pulsating mushroom. Coin purse or Little Steven? I can't really afford to get like a tears down or a health down right now. We still have a little bit more potential exploration to do. It's Caves Part 2. We didn't come down with any money, so I wouldn't expect to see like an arcade or anything like that, but still, there's probably like a couple of rooms over here I'd like to visit. And again, we've improved ourselves on this floor, and that maybe not quite as much as I would have thought possible, but now it just becomes, you know, we're pushing the goalposts a little bit again. Now, the next floor is the most important one. Please, God. It's unfortunate. We could... Let's get a little funky. I think we'll try that out. And we have more than enough HP to recover here. We gotta not get killed on the way back, though. I figured we would do this... Ah, perfect. And try out this room, and... It seems like that might be justifiable. I mean, that's a decent amount of consumables. Yeah, I feel relatively good about this. This is something that probably at least 4 times out of 5 I would not have done. But in our situation, we kind of need to milk everything we can get. And you never know if this this extra bomb that we picked up here is actually going to give us a small rock out of a tinted rock or something like that. In all likelihood, it would probably just end up smashing uselessly against a wall, trying to find a secret room that no longer exists there. However, I've got to give myself the best chance possible to make it happen, right? And our damage is not that bad anymore. The damage multiplier as Lazarus is a little mild, but it's helping. Magic Mushroom helping. The Tears upgrade from Coat Hanger is helping. Apart from that, we're pretty much on our own here, but... It's, it definitely is not us balling out of control yet, but... It's a run that is still well within the grasp of winning here. I had a feeling this just looked like kind of the archetype for it. Oh, and we're going to do one of those again. Okay. Alright, beautiful. I don't know if we haven't gotten that many bombs this run, or if I've just used them in situations that turned out to be suboptimal. Either way, this is an extremely important floor. I'm lucky it's the depths, but this floor is, like, actually of critical importance. Pandora's Box Depths 1 is 4 Spirit Hearts, which I am going to take advantage of to give myself the best chance possible of getting a deal with the devil. Normally, I'm like, oh, 4 Spirit Hearts. Well, that doesn't fit in with my lifestyle right now. However, 4 Spirit Hearts right now is exceptionally important. We also just picked up a Pretty Fly pill, which is great. Yeah, this is actually... Those 4 Spirit Hearts could end up funding, or at least, you know, subsidizing our deal with the devil, which would help us out a great deal. Do we know these? I think I've seen them. Full health is one of them. That's pretty good. We'll drop full health over here, just so we have it, and then we'll come back in here for this one, which is another Pretty Fly. That's actually amazing. Very important not to walk on the spikes, because the spikes will not do the kind of damage you want them to do here. Occasionally I get tweets about this. I'm like 115% confident that the damage from a blood bank is not red heart damage for deal with the devil context. People will be like, why? You always seem so surprised you don't get a deal with the devil after you play a blood bank. The blood bank does not count as red heart damage. To the best of my knowledge, I've actually read it online on the wikis before. I've talked to other people about it. If this has changed, and my knowledge is antiquated and outdated, please provide me with some proof of that so I don't spread that much misinformation, and let me know. I don't want to be the patient zero for bad Isaac's data, as often as I can avoid it, at least. Alright. So this floor is looking real nice now. We got enough money to buy something from the shop for sure. There's options to hopefully give us a DPS upgrade, or at least not a range upgrade. Even a speed upgrade I'd feel okay about. We have Krampus's head to destroy the boss. If we get it back, which we will, alright. Feel okay about using it there. Perhaps most importantly, we got the Spirit Arts that can protect us from those deals. But, I mean, actually, perhaps most importantly, the Pretty Flies, man. That's a huge help. Probably should have been hit there. Starting to feel like maybe somebody is actually on my side on this run. Definitely no boss rush is going to be happening here. And, of course, like every Isaac run recently, I've been like, you know what, let's try that out. Never would have found anything there. Like a lot of Isaac runs recently, I've been like, I have an hour, let's do an Isaac run. But I actually have to like be somewhere in an hour. Well, not in an hour, but I have to start getting ready to be somewhere in an hour. And this run is like, oh, okay, let me give you like full stop, exclusively deal with the angel items that suck. Alright, well, if you gotta do what you gotta do, I'm gonna play it out here, but you know, I would appreciate you paying attention to my schedule a little bit more. Usually an hour is more than enough time to make this work. Alright, good crawl space. Stem cells, I mean, it's not a great item. It's not like getting Holy Mantle from a crawl space or something like that. However, as crawl spaces go, that's a lot better than just picking up like a shitty trinket or a treasure chest that has like 1 red heart in it. So, I'm pretty happy about that. Basically a free HP upgrade that I didn't work for at all. One day, maybe we'll get the opportunity to do something that's very novel in Isaac and trade away our HP for actually higher damage items via something called a deal with the devil. I know, not a lot of people know about this mechanic in the game because it never shows up anymore, but it's important, I hear. That's what the boys down at the periodicals are telling me. Alright. We'll probably go back and play the blood bank because I have to. Sack of pennies is largely meaningless for us right now. Just better safe than sorry on this one. If we end up getting money equals power, I'll take that back. I have a feeling we're probably going to fight greed here. I know I've been saying that a lot. Eventually, you're just bound to be right? But, oh, okay. If we're going to buy Nun's Hat, we should crunch some numbers quickly here. If we're going to buy Nun's Habit and the Spirit Heart, that would be 20 cents. If we buy Steam Sale, Nun's Habit, and Spirit Heart, that will be 25 cents. I think it's worth it to, just to be safe, maybe do this. Yeah. You might think I did the math wrong there. I would encourage you to remember that the value of Nun's Habit, or the cost of Nun's Habit and the cost of the Spirit Heart were both halved after picking up the Steam Sale, assuming you picked it up first. It would have been 33 cents if we bought it all outright. Now, Nun's Habit, Krampus's head. Oh, no. Miter's pretty good. I wish I could complain harder about that. But, Nun's Habit's, Krampus's head is not the most amazing combination out there, but it's helpful in a variety of different situations. I'm happy to have it. Am I going to take Gish or the HP? To be honest with you, I'm a little ashamed that I gave myself a little extra time to solve that one, because I think Little Gish is definitely going to be better for us. Now, on a run that is not really blowing the doors off with its damage, why am I bothering to fight the angel statues? My thinking is, if you get a chance to fight Mega Satan, you might as well, you know. We've been having a lot of angel runs lately, but that's not the norm for us. The norm for us is definitely more devil runes, so I'm trying to basically give people, you know, give the people what they want right here. And if the people want to see me at least have the opportunity to fight Mega Satan, then that's what the people are gonna get. And I'm not sure if we will fight Mega Satan, maybe, but I'm skeptical because right now I don't even know if we have a win in us for Isaac Blue Baby. It's possible. I wouldn't even say it's the lesser of the likely situations. However, it's certainly something that's not set in stone at all. Come on. This is the most annoying blood bank in the whole game. There's a red heart back here. And I can't believe that we got, like... I know, well, I suspect, and have been told this by other people, but I suspect that angel precedent is not a real thing. However, once you get that first deal with the angel, it does not seem to let up, man. It seems like you are stuck doing deals with the angel for all of eternity. Now, the miter is a good one, but what we're lacking on this run is largely, what do you think? Smaller, or not a second secret room? Lovely. What we're lacking on this run is largely offensive, not defensive. So, I mean, I'm happy for it, but at the same time, I would trade it all in for like just a fucking dark matter or something like that. Okay, stone chests. I will trade a key for 1 bomb, and then I'll push all of the stone chests over into this fucking corner over here to get the spirit heart out of it as well. You guys know I am no huge fan of tedious min-maxing the 11th Emperor of Rome. However, it's got to be done here. It's a good idea. Even if it is annoying, it's the best thing for the team right now. It's the best thing for our game. We got Fate for free, which is huge. The Suicide King card, which would respawn us as Blue Baby, is just kind of hilarious. I kind of want to drop it so I don't accidentally hit Q, but there is the theoretical chance that this can actually provide us with something of merit, so I'm going to hang back. That Fate pickup is pretty big. The ability to fly is never anything to sneeze at, and even though it's not necessarily offensive, it's so helpful that I'm not going to give it the same speech that I gave the Miter, even though the Miter might actually be more useful. Now, we have a boss trap room. Maybe we could get some of the other stone chest items that we're missing. For example, a cricket's head wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. This is fine. 2 extra keys. This will be a good chance to test how much damage we're actually doing, because mostly I've just been fighting bosses by destroying them with Krampus's head. Mega Maw, I would prefer if he died a little faster, but he's gone. And who else is next? The Husk. Probably not worth using a Krampus's head charge, if I had to guess. If we could just get like a couple of bombs as our consumable get here, I would be very happy about that. No, pennies. Alright, potentially too, although I'd be really surprised if we don't fight greed on this floor. We've been to almost every shop, I think. Thank you, Miter. We've been to almost every shop, I think, and we haven't fought greed yet. Plus, I just picked up the Steam sale, and normally, after you pick up the Steam sale, the game goes, you know what that guy could need? A second Steam sale, and it gives you a greed fight, so I'm thinking that we should probably, you know, all hands on deck for that outcome. Blow up near the skull, please. That was actually a really good skull to blow up near. I appreciate that. Not using Krampus's head except on rooms where it's absolutely necessary. Don't have great reasoning for that. Samson's Chain, in a way, is really good, because it allows us to, you know, do this. And Temperance is actually a potentially awesome card. Hagalah's Rune, that saves me a lot of time here. So we get, pop the world card right away. We get a free Dry Baby, and because we have a Lucky Rock, actually a lot of money out of this. I didn't even consider that. The Devil card, very good. Yeah. There we go. Joker card. What do we have? Temperance, Joker. This is Ansus. I've already used our world card. I'm going to use the Joker right now, which always annoys people, and I understand why. But if I can get that deal with the Devil Precedent now, and I will, then I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to take Guppy's Tail. I'm also going to take Brother Bobby. Not because it's any good, but because it's, it exists, basically. We can't, I guess we shouldn't take Temperance, because we're not really going to use it anyway. So what's better for us, Suicide King or like Ansus? Ansus is definitely better for us. I'd love to be a little zanier, but at the same time, we're trying to pull out a win here. And it's looking like we're getting some momentum, but keep in mind... Oh, we're not going to fight greed in our shop. That's actually very nice. Especially if we get BFF or something like that. But keep in mind, we're really only going to have one more deal with the devil at most, basically. So I don't think the deal with the Devil Precedent is going to give us too much, but I had to get it anyway. And Guppy's Tail is actually pretty good for us considering we have so many keys. So I'm hoping for a BFF on the shop. Might as well get that money, huh? The other one was the Devil. The Devil card might be better than Anzus for us, but... it's debatable. Depends what we get on the shop, I guess. It doesn't matter that much. Like, those elements of min-maxing I don't think necessarily change the course of the game too much. So we got 2 bombs back for that, which I think is acceptable. Man, we're at 30 minutes, not even through the mom fight yet. But this is where it's fine if it goes faster now. Doesn't always happen, but from time to time it can. Appreciate that Spirit Heart. That's another reason I took Brother Bobby, is that with the Miter I expected to be getting enough Spirit Hearts to get up to the HP cap, probably. At least in the near future. And Brother Bobby gives you some damage, and also, I'm still holding out for this, like, BFF Gambit, where it just, you know, doubles the damage from all of our familiars and makes them somewhat potent. Yeah, free Dry Baby pickup was nice as well. Would very much like to, destroy all these rocks. Don't even know what I'd be hoping for at that point. I guess a Joker card to take instead of the Anzus Rune or something like that. Big difference in the amount of damage we're dealing to these enemies now, though. The Hermit is... I mean, it saves us a key. I might as well take it. The Tower. Not particularly good. Health up? Sure. I'll live with it. That's fine by me. Map we'll definitely take. The pill. Full health. Sure. We'll buy a key. And then I guess we'll just jam ourselves back here. I mean, if money equals power shows up, I'd feel pretty bad. But for now, reasonable opportunity to donate a decent amount of money to our donation machine. And we're actually making a little bit of progress there. We're back to 267 or so. I could always go back and buy another battery charge if we wanted to use one on, like, literally every single room that remains. Not super interested in that, admittedly. Look, I realize that we have a small rock with Samson's chain. I could break rocks and just endlessly get money. I'm really not that concerned about that. I have a feeling we'll kind of ambiently get to 99 cents anyway. Without too much effort of our own. As long as we get a key back from, like, you know, 60% of those, I don't mind popping them open. And we got a stars card, which doesn't really do that much for us. But for once we actually have 15 bombs. Oh my god, we could look for a second secret room if we wanted to. But I don't want to. We've already got the payout that we would expect to get. In the best case scenario, anyway. Alright, let's see if I can get, like, Mom's foot to land on Samson's chain. Does that do any extra damage? I don't know. It appears to be working out okay, though. Dry Baby helping out a little bit there. We're almost done with this fight, and it doesn't really matter if we get a deal with the devil at the end. And it doesn't really matter what items we get at the end, so just get ready to pop this Anzu's rune, probably, and we'll be moving on. I still feel like we're behind the 8 ball, but we've got a pretty good chance at pulling out a win. Let's look at our map here. Boss, you're probably looking at top left. It's either top left or bottom right. Top left seems a little bit more conceivable to me just because it's a little weirder. Bottom left, or sorry, bottom right is like, it's just your standard, you know, you gotta walk that Lonesome Valley type stuff. We got a little bit of a, you know, a Lynchian kind of curve up in our top left here. 3 of those, probably. 2 seems a little bit too nice. Okay. That's fine by me. Definitely want to look for small rock, or tinted rocks, to find small rock. I was wrong, but just in the right way. I don't know if we've done a fantastic job of looking for tinted rocks. I feel like I haven't found very many at all. That's a very well-noted pet peeve of, or not pet peeve, but flaw with Northern Lion, isn't it? We're not going to get hurt on the way in anyway, so I don't really feel a huge desire to play that blood bank. Is there a spirit heart back here we could have taken advantage of? Don't think so. And that is indeed our boss fight. Just something about this direction spoke to me. Alright, please God, a deal with the devil. I guess at this point I might as well take Placenta. Because we actually can use it. I don't want IV bag or blood bag, so what's the point in playing those? And we'll check for maybe something here. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not going to pick that up yet, but before we leave, remind me. Blast assist. I think you're actually supposed to get them excised, but you can blast them too if you want to. Easy fight, and Krampus's head, I mean, it's still doing pretty well. A little bit shitty against blast assist because it's got like multiple phases. We'll take Guppy's collar just on the off chance we find a great curse room or something like that. And maybe like damage plus range because I don't really want the HP at this point. I mean, I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but maybe meat gives you a higher damage upgrade than synth oil does. This is the next thing I should learn probably, is the actual relative impacts of each of those. Looking like pretty much upper left again is probably the way to go. But I'm happy that we had a choice on that one, and a choice that was pretty good. The HP would have just pushed another Spirit Heart out for now. Long term that might have been better, but really I made that decision under the guise that synth oil was maybe a larger damage up than meat. Might be mistaken. If so, I apologize about that. Can't do anything with that spirit heart yet, but pretty soon that's gonna change. And that's the miter in action, basically. Yeah. This is one of the reasons we're gonna be pretty happy to have it here. This curse room could could save the day right now, man. Watch out for that bomb rock. This curse room could absolutely save the day. That doesn't hurt either. Well, now I'm not too worried about finding a secret room. We'll just go straight in. Alright, alright. A little bit of wishful thinking there. Admittedly. That's okay. We got our mom's heart fight coming up. Should be relatively easy. We'll pop the Onsus rune on the cathedral. And hopefully the curse room on the cathedral, if there is one, hopefully it's on the way to the boss room. So that I can have a chance to still keep the Guppy Dream alive. But even if the Guppy Dream doesn't stay alive, I think we got a good chance of making this one work regardless. Health up pill. Not really that interested in it. Alright, it lives. Let's do this. At least 50% of the way done there. That's pretty good. Dry Baby helping out with the crowd control. And again, things have started to move pretty quickly here. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. Not too happy about that, but we can always go back for a Spirit Heart, and we've been very lucky that there have been enough Spirit Hearts kind of at our disposal here. No tinted rocks that I can see. Was there an angel room? I don't think there was an angel room there. I could have blown up the statue and maybe had a chance to fight Mega Satan. I don't have the full key, right? I just have one piece. Yeah, I just got one piece. Okay, Onsus rune. There is no curse room, and the boss room is very far away. That's not the Onsus rune's problem, you know? It still helped me find it. I appreciate it. It saves me a few dead ends in the process. I hate getting a key beggar on the cathedral. We have a surplus of keys, that's no joke. However, I don't want to use keys on the key beggar and then have the key beggar give us golden chests that we can open, when those keys are much better served to open golden chests on the chest. And if we get a key beggar on the chest, I would be thrilled. Basically, like, probably good for at least another 2 or 3 items. However, on the cathedral, relatively worthless, I think. And you may disagree with me on that one. There's a chance that he could drop a bunch of really great red chests and allow us to become Guppy or something like that, but I think it's unlikely. I'm gonna save my keys for better uses later. This is not a decision motivated by laziness. It actually is a strategic decision. You know what? I think I'm tempted to just bomb my way out of here. I very rarely do this, but this really speeds things up. I'm pretty tempted to bomb my way out of here too, but there is a second secret room. What do I care about a second secret room? Just blow up the door. Let's go fight Isaac. I'll fight this daddy longlegs because we got no choice, but there's no way I'm doing 2 big rooms that could potentially leave us completely screwed, and I'll still have Krampus's head ready for the Isaac fight. So let's use Krampus's head in the most effective way that I know how, which is using it on the using it on the most annoying part of the Isaac fight, which is the second phase. So we'll truck it through the first phase here. Then when he starts spawning enemies and doing those weird cricket's body shots, we will Krampus's head and hopefully expedite the process quite a lot. Good. I had to have some confidence to stand in there, because the only time that Krampus's head is actually going to be doing damage to him is when I'm also in, you know, the risk zone to be taking damage myself. But this is looking like it's going to go okay, and everyone now is going, Northern Line, what are you complaining about? This run looks like super good, man. Nah, this, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think maybe on this run I made it look a little easier than it probably should have looked. This was, and that's really conceited. I apologize for saying that, but at the same time, this is a run that was, we didn't get all that much, especially early. We didn't get all that much that was particularly, you know, that confidence building. Magic Mushroom accepted. But man, it's looking, especially if we can get some good chest items right here, it's looking like we might have a chance. Prayer card. That's 1 extra hit. D100. Blue Baby's only friend. chemical peel. Allow me to say, I'm actually very happy that the D100 has showed up, not from a not from a ridiculous standpoint, but actually from a strategy standpoint. I appreciate it. Let's take the D100. Let's use it once. It'll reroll those bad boys. We actually got another. We D20'd that into the poop. Now we got Tech, Lord of the Flies. Let's see how our damage looks before we. Actually, we should probably pick up this. It's a great item. But let's pick up this. I know it lowers our damage, but increased rate of fire with Tech is pretty good too. And our newfound damage is still pretty god-awful. However, in 4 or 5 rooms, 6 rooms I guess, we'll be able to reroll it again. And hopefully by the time we reach the boss fight, we will settle on a configuration that actually works out well for us. Are we Guppy, or is this just full-on Lord of the Flies? I think it's just Lord of the Flies. I don't even think we have the mulligan. Oh, we're occasionally spawning like a decent number of flies. This one thing's for sure, though. This is not the caliber of damage that I would expect to be doing by this point in the game. So, if I can get around it, I will get around it. We should probably not be standing there. That's where you stand if you're going to kill Mega Maw quickly. And we are not going to be killing Mega Maw too quickly. Common Cold or Scorpio is pretty nice. But all things considered, this is a relatively poor reroll. But we're already halfway through it. Oh, and a Key Beggar here would be so nice. Now, if we end up getting shit on our next reroll, I'll be pretty mad. Because we actually, like, we're potentially better off with our original run. Let's throw this down here. We do have Bob's Cursed Bombs and a decent number of them to boot, but Paralysis, 48-hour energy, Explosive Diarrhea, Lemon Party. Well, Lemon Party beats Temperance for us for sure. If you're going to have a big room, this is probably one of the best big rooms that we could have right now. Not just because we have Lord of the Flies, but I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't hurt. It's gotta be down here. And again, this is actually like a pretty good big room for us to have to deal with right now. I'm saving Lemon Party because you never know. If we get a shitty reroll now, this might end up being the best damage dealer that we have against Blue Baby. It's a bit of a scary thought. This is actually totally winnable right here. But I'm going to reroll it anyway. Death card. Well, pretty useful like right here. I don't really care who we end up killing last here. It might be nice to kill Lust last if it's doable. Killing Lust last is the hardest way to do it, though. Because it's always chasing you, so it's very convenient to shoot. And also, you know, you want to take out, like, your nastiest target first. Yeah. We'll get some bombs, maybe. Alright, let's reroll this whole run. And let's reroll all the shit on the ground, too, because it could become items, and one of them did. We got triple shot, incredibly low range. Very low speed, which means we could have Taurus, Harlequin Baby. $3 bill, maybe, is another part of this. Bloody Lust, big fan. The damage is good. It's a little... I mean, based on my understanding or my like initial first impression here of the damage, it looks a little bit better than our tech damage. Might be mistaken though. I think we got a really good chance to swing this win though. And don't even fucking start with that you shouldn't have used the D100, it's cheating, blah 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 kind of logic. You take the good with the bad, man. And it's not like we re-rolled into like a Mom's Knife Proptosis run here. We're still like... this is about as below average as it gets for being on the chest. But at least we can fly and, you know, Mr. Boom. Oh, that's a huge one for us. And the black card, which we can't even pick up. Alright. I don't think we're going to die here. We just got too much HP at this point. Great use of Mr. Boom there. We do have a real problem, and that real problem is that can't really get in there, but my range is low, so I gotta get in there. Try doing some weird ass like big fan concentric circle dodging here. That's gonna get the job done. There were some times on this run when I did not think that this was gonna happen. There were some times when I thought for sure we were going to end up pulling out a loss here just because of sheer lack of good items. However, we really turned it around. We just, you know, we righted the ship a little bit, I guess. And that's going to be our 15th win in a row, and I'm kind of proud of that one, even though it wasn't that exciting. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.